I'm Henry Hill-Gorman.
And I'm Trace Guzman. This is the Midafternoon Show.
It's the Midafternoon Show.
Times Higher Education recently published their 2021 college rankings, which includes a ranking of the most beautiful college campuses across the country. Move aside, University of Colorado at Boulder. Thanks to quarantine, Dylan's mom's house with the finished basement and pool out back is your new number one.
The next president of the United States will either be 77 or 73 years old, much older than the historical median age of 55, which doesn't really make sense. I'm not sure if you should be doing your life work at 77 years old. I'm not sure if you should be the leader of the free world at the same age when you're starting to do water aerobics at the local YMCA and starting to become way too comfortable with being naked in the locker room at the local YMCA and becoming racist.
In the middle of a global pandemic, Trump recently cut funding to the World Health Organization. Are you kidding me? That's like cutting funding for NASA when they're still on the moon.
That's like Chris Christie cutting funding for donut shops.
That's like cutting James Bond's pension in the middle of a mission.
That's like cutting Tom Cruise's pension in the middle of a mission when you know damn well that mission is impossible.
That's like firing the pandemic team in the White House 2 years before a pandemic.
CNN reported that a zoo in Germany has been struggling so badly financially that it might have to start feeding some of its animals to other animals in the zoo, which explains the rise in the sales for the popular children's book, If You Give a Mouse a Mouse.
Various governmental agencies across the country are now reporting that social distancing appears to be working and we're flattening the curve. Coincidentally, flattening the curve is what I call trying to hide my excitement when Anthony Fauci gets on TV.
Netflix will be debuting their new show, Too Hot to Handle, joining a long line of reality dating shows, but they hope to spice things up by not allowing any sexual contact in the relationships, meaning the island they're on will lack any sexual satisfaction. Or, said Henry's girlfriend, wait, so where's the twist?
Now, as schools and businesses across the country begin to transition to virtual spaces, some have struggled with that transition more than others. Just last week, a college student, who I have to imagine hadn't realized his webcam was on, was caught walking around his room naked while in a Zoom class. Here he is now to comment on that story.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Thanks so much for coming on the show. It's good to see you've clearly learned your lesson and came dressed to impress.
Thank you, Trace. I have learned my lesson, and I wanted to formally apologize to my classmates and my professor for my behavior. It was inexcusable, and I promise to be fully dressed in class from here on out.
Yeah, well, we're all really glad to hear that.
I'm sorry, Trace, I didn't catch that last one.
I said we're all really glad to hear that.
Trace, I cannot hear you. I'm gonna go grab my earbuds. I'll be back in 1 second.
Sure thing, yeah.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Can we cut this? Someone, can we cut this?
Can you please just...
Oh my God, cut the video. Cut the video.
Can someone...
Oh my God.
Can we cut? Can someone cut, please? How have we not cut yet? Because of online classes, kids across the nation are having to come to terms with being essentially homeschooled. So now to give some advice on the situation, we have an actual homeschooler. Oh, Henry, what are you doing?
Oh, I think a lot of people don't realize this because I don't wear felted pants and I have friends, have a friend, but I was actually homeschooled K through 12.
Wow, that's so great. I had no idea, since you're such a hunk and all. Anyways, do you have any advice for the kids on the situation on how to make homeschool a little bit more bearable?
Nope. Homeschool's the worst.
Oh. Okay, well, why is that?
Once people find out that I was homeschooled, they always assume things about me, Trace.
Really? Like what?
Well, they always assume that I'm socially awkward, or that I don't have friends, or that I poop myself during the mile test.
Wait, people assume that you pooped yourself during the mile test just because you were homeschooled?
Yeah, like growing up, people would always say things like, wow, you pooped yourself during the mile test, or wow, your pants have poop stains all over them, or wow, why are your hands covered in poop? And they would say these things just because I was homeschooled, Trace.
Are you sure?
I am honestly so scared to see bullying rise exponentially in this country just because so many more kids are being homeschooled, and it's because we're such an easy target for things.
Like what kind of things?
Kids are going to start getting texts like, you freak, stop peeing in the bushes. And just because people assume things when you're homeschooled.
Wait, what?
Yeah, or like, honestly, The worst thing is the institutional discrimination that homeschoolers experience.
What do you mean?
So many ridiculous laws. Like that homeschoolers can't kiss girls until they're at least 25. Like, that's crazy. Why would they even make that a law?
Wait, who told you that that's a law?
My mom. Like now, millions of kids across the country are gonna have to stop kissing people until they're 25 under penalty of jail.
Henry, I don't know if people are saying these things because you're homeschooled. As your friend, I think they're saying these things because you actually poop yourself very often.
Whoa. Yeah, sure, Trace.
Okay, well, good luck with that. Homeschool Henry, everyone.
Thanks for having me on the show.
You're a host of the show.
All right, thanks so much for tuning in.
And lastly, we have Elliot Dauber to play Pass On By off of his upcoming album.
Thinking through my obsession, I'm counting on you to reposition my mood, and I'm thinking about you in my possession. I'm alone without you, that's my confession. I'm screwed, and I have seen you once or twice, hanging outside my life. I shout out my window, and you just pass on by. You just pass on by.